Dang, I feel moved. Whew. Hey, let's go for a walk. Pupperz over there. Let's go have a walk and talk, because I tend to do this. So this is going to be my last segment in this series that I'm doing here. Well, let me rephrase that. It's going to be the last segment directed to the Liberal Party and the Liberal voters. There'll be one more video, but that'll be for the others that they've been waiting for so long. Did I just cross the wrong direction? I did. I'm an idiot. Anyway, so let's get to the point here. The Liberal Party is no longer liberal, as I've just proven. But don't worry. They're going to use semantics. And they're going to say, we're progressive. All right. You're progressive, huh? At the end of this video, I'll give you the definition of progressive. Okay? But we're going to talk about grammar just for a moment before I finish things out here. All right, grammar. There's nouns and there's adjectives. All right? Let's, the Liberal Party as an organization would be a noun. So yeah, you know what? You could use that semantic about progressivism. You're a progressive party. You're right. You can do that. But you see, when you look up progressive, it means, and it says in its definition, that it is to instill liberal ideals. Well, you see, the way liberal is said in that context, it is an adjective. And when it comes to an adjective, that's where listening to others, listening to opinions that disagree with you, even others that agree with you, and willing to change when shown different ways. Yes, all the things the Liberal Party is not known for. All the things the leader of the Liberal Party has beaten out of the party and out of the streets of Ottawa. You see, you progress the liberal ideal and the Liberal Party ideal based on the concept of what liberal means. You see, people have this innate thing in their head. When they hear a word, it just automatically brings a thought to their mind of what that word means. And you use that to your advantage. You used it when you said vaccine instead of treatment. You're using it now to say liberal when you mean fascist. Yes, you call us the ones, that nasty little word, but you act the part. You see, we do act liberally. Let me prove my point. Okay? You see, Trudeau criticized another world leader for not being liberal enough and going and having a conversation with some farmers in India when a huge strike broke out there. Huge. It was global. People were talking about it around the world because they disagreed with their government. Trudeau called out this government and he says, you have to be more progressive. You have to actually listen to people, listen to their concerns, talk to them, understand, work out your differences. This is what he preached to India. But when the convoy was coming to Ottawa, and you can claim you didn't know it was coming, but you knew very well it was coming. When the convoy was coming to Ottawa, you chose not to reach out. You claimed when we arrived that we were white supremacists and that we supported a Nazi regime. So you used physical violence against free-loving people, peaceful people that disagreed with your views. Instead of reaching out and talking to them, you ran us down with horses, little old ladies. Instead of coming out and talking to us, you chose to ignore everything that we said. It's the furthest thing from liberal that you can get. It is exactly what a dictator would do. It is exactly what fascism is, when you say the people must follow what the government says. That is fascism. But we were the white supremacists that supported Nazis. And yet, 2 days after you enforced your violence upon peaceful protesters, your right hand, Krista Freeland, another liberal, waved the flag of an actual white supremacist with roots back to the Nazis. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do you a favor. You see, branding is very important, and so is image. So I'm gonna do you a favor, and I'm gonna make a call for action in the next video. Yes, a call for action. Because I believe we need to set the record straight here. I believe it's time. Enjoy the view. Oh, I almost forgot one last little thing. Kind of important. You see, in the last 2 times you ran in the election, you couldn't get more than a minority government. And you've used that to now ramp up and import voters. You've ramped up our immigration policy and imported and plan to import 600,000 people per year. And you travel the world expressing your liberal values, except for when you're in Canada talking to Canadians. This is very important. You see, you are planning your next election, but not with Canadian votes. Or, sorry, they will be Canadian by then. Hence why you agreed with another party to keep you in power, so that you had time to import enough votes. Now to move on to the call to action.
Hey you, I think you should know. Hey you, I'm feeling it so. Hey you, now where do you go? Hey you, should let it flow. I do think you care.
Welcome to the Fringe.
To